Oh, good morning, everyone. We'll get started now. So come to sit comfortably in your chair, making sure that your hips are secure and your ankles are right below your knees and that the feet connect with the earth. So you want to feel that grounding from below and that support that enables you to sit up tall and lengthen the spine. And notice there's a natural curve in the back of the body. That's okay. We're not trying to force anything different than what our body does in a natural state, but just to acknowledge it and lengthen through the spine. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out the mouth. Let it go. Take another breath just like that. Inhale and let it go. And today I wanted to talk about something that is ordinarily where we are at this time of the year. It's November, it's near the holidays, and we start finding ourselves very busy. But as Janine and I were just saying, we're not as busy as we were, perhaps, but sometimes we can get overly busy with technology. So it's not just the old appointments that we were making or the food shopping, but we start clicking on and scrolling through Facebook and looking through Instagram and signing up for this and signing up for that. And sometimes that struggle can be just as real as the struggles that we're used to during the holidays, that busyness. And we kind of wear that busyness as a badge of honor. It's like a place we can go to keep our minds occupied rather than just sitting and being with ourselves. And that self-nurturing, we sometimes move away from because we feel like it's a luxury rather than a necessity. And there's no more important time like now to make sure that you take care of yourself. So nurturing what you need, taking that calendar and blocking out time for you, whether it be an hour to take a bath, light some candles and sit down and watch a program or read a book. But schedule that time in as though it were an appointment and have a non-negotiable. That's your time and that's what you're going to do. You're going to nurture your spirit and restore your soul. Something we need to remember to think about. So today we'll start with a breathing practice that is also one way you can nurture yourself. Our breath is really important to slowing down the heart, slowing down the mind, and making the body feel rested and restored. When we breathe slowly, we go into that parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest, restore, and renew part of our nervous system. So I invite you to close your eyes and take one hand and place it on your chest. It doesn't matter which hand. And the other hand on your belly. We're going to do what's called abdominal breathing. So as you inhale, feel the hands fill up with your air. As you exhale, allow the upper body to soften. Now, as you inhale, allow it to be full and deep and complete. And then let the exhale happen all the way out. Let all the air expel. As you inhale again, rather than thinking of the chest rising, feel the ribs separating. So breathe into the side body here. Exhale to release. Breathing in again, let the back body fill with air. Feel the breath in a three-dimensional way. And exhaling when you're ready. You're going to continue to breathe like this at your own pace, but just noticing the fullness and completeness of breath as the lungs expand with your inhale. And then that soft letting go with your exhale. So try this yourself for a few more quiet rounds. Awareness staying on your breath. The fullness of inhale. The gentleness of exhale. Let's take 2 full, more complete rounds like that. And when you've finished your last exhale, just bring your hands to your heart center. Let the palms touch and fingertips lightly, gently press against one another. Take an inhale breath here. And as you exhale, draw the chin down towards the collarbone. Then release the hands to the thighs and slowly lift the chin up to neutral. So the chin becomes parallel with the earth, and slowly flutter open your eyes, coming back to the present. Remembering to keep the fullness and softness of breath throughout the practice. Inhale, sweep the arms up, let the palms touch. And then flip the palms slowly, begin to lower the hands down to the earth. No need to rush here. Take it with the sound and length of your breath. Inhale, come up again. As you rise up, let those ribs come away from the hips. Exhale, coming down. Moving slowly and gently, not rushing into anything. Flipping the palms again. Letting them touch. And then slowly lowering down. Keep the hands long beside you with the fingers pointed towards the mat. Come back to that nice tall spine. So send the shoulder blades slightly gathered behind you. Take the right ear down to the right shoulder. And then take the right hand and gently add a little bit of weight. Keep that left arm extending to the earth. And then with an inhale breath, rotate the chin up and the gaze towards the sky. Keep reaching away with the left hand. And then as you exhale, take the chin down towards the shoulder. Release the right hand and gently roll the chin around the collarbone, making your way to the left side. Reach the right fingers away first, and then take the left hand, give that little bit of a gentle pressure, just noticing maybe some more length in the side of your neck. And then with that inhale breath, rotate the chin and gaze up to the sky. And then with an exhale, bringing the chin down towards the shoulder here. Then release the left hand and rotate the chin just to the center. Inhale, come back to neutral. Lift the palms up once more, and this time interlace the fingers. Let the index fingers or pointer fingers reach away like a steeple. Triceps along the ears, and feel the rib cage rise up. Move the arms slightly forward of the ears as though you were pointing to that place where the ceiling and the wall in your room meet. So it's almost like a 45-degree angle here. Reach away. And then inhale to come up. Exhale, release the hands down. Keep the right hand where it is. Lift the left arm to the sky. As you exhale, come over to your right. Drop into that left hip. And then sweep that right arm up to meet the left. Take the left hand down. Reach up first, and then take that side bend to your left. Drop the right hip down into the chair. Inhale, bring the left to meet the right, and keep the palms touching once more if that's comfortable. If not, you can keep them shoulder distance apart. We'll take that side bend again, coming to your right first, Make sure you stay planted in the chair. Press into your feet here. It'll offer you more support. Inhale to center, and then exhale to the left. Inhale to center. And let's take a twist to the right now. So bring that right arm behind you and the left arm to the outside of the thigh. Inhale, long spine. And as you exhale, gaze over your right shoulder. We'll stay here for 3 breaths and come back to the fullness of the torso that we did in the earlier breathing practice. As you breathe in, feel the rib cage spread. As you exhale, feel your softening in the belly. Take another breath just like that. And then with your next inhale, sweep arms up and over to the other side. So that left arm can come behind you. If that's too intense of a stretch, just keep it right outside the thigh. With your inhale, lift up and gaze over the left shoulder. Come back to the sound of your breath. If the mind starts to wander, the breath is a beautiful anchor to bring you back in. And then inhale, come back to center. Extend the arms forward. With an inhale breath, take the right hand and draw it along the arm towards the shoulder as though you're pulling back a bowstring, but keep the gaze forward and reach out through that left arm. As you exhale, slide the hand forward. Let's take the left bowstring back, draw it towards the shoulder, let the elbow come way out behind you, but gaze forward and reach forward. Exhale, release. Adding on here, inhale, pull the bowstring back. And this time with your exhale, follow the fingers with your gaze, open your right arm. So the arms are out in a T now. Right fingers reaching in one direction, left in the other. Let the thumbs reach up and the palms face in. Next inhale breath, sweep that right arm forward to meet the left. And let's take this on the opposite side. So draw the bowstring back first, staying facing forward, and then follow that left arm as it opens behind you. Reaching away, sitting up tall. Next inhale breath, draw the left arm forward. And then reach the arms up one more time and make a circle to the back of your room. So opening up through the shoulders here, take that circle up again. One more time. And once the arms find their way down, let's reverse that circle. So take it back and forward. Make these as big or as small as it feels right for you today. Nurture yourself. And release the arms down. Shake it out. Come to sit more towards the edge of your chair, but make sure you're still firmly planted. Bring the feet along with you so they're still making that chair shape. The ankles are right below the knees. The sits bones are seated firmly. Take the hands to heart center. As you inhale, open wide to cactus. As you exhale, we're going to round the back and slide those palms right down the shins. Let's hang here for a moment. You can let the hands dangle free. You can rest your chest on your knees. Just let the head move slightly back and forth here. Crown of the head facing down towards your feet rather than looking up at me. Let everything relax into gravity. On your next inhale, press into the feet, sweep the arms wide, big sun circle up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we'll be adding on here. Inhale to cactus. Exhale to round on down, really round that spine. Now inhale to a half lift. Press into the shins with your palms, and this time lengthen the spine. Still gaze down, so there's one line from your tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale to fold. Keep the right hand on the floor and take a sweep with the left arm. Follow the hand with your gaze. Exhale to lower. Keep the left hand down. Right arm sweeps up. Exhale to lower. Pressing into your feet, rising up, nice big sun circle to the sky. Exhale to heart center. And let's take this again. Inhale. Exhale, roll on down, round back. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Right hand stays, left arm sweeps to the sky. Left lowers, right sweeps up. Right lowers. Both arms, big sun circle up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the hands down to the thighs. And let's take the feet into a 45-degree angle. So the toes are facing out here. And make sure that the width that you choose is a width that's appropriate. You don't want your knees to roll in, and you still want to be able to sit tall. If you find yourself rounding, press into the feet here and keep a nice long spine. Take the back of the right hand inside the right knee and take the left hand to the hip. As you exhale, slide the back of the hand down to your ankle. Now rotate that left shoulder up to the sky, and just like we did with the chin in our neck rolls, bring the chin up towards the sky here. If it's intense or too intense on the neck, look down or look straight out in front of you. Find your comfort zone. Inhale to come up and take the right hand to the hip. Back of the left hand inside the knee. Exhale to slide down. As you press that calf into the back of the arm, you can rotate that shoulder a little bit more. And then the chin comes up towards the sky and the gaze as well. Inhale to slide on out and take the hand back to the hip. Adding on here, so taking the back of the hand inside the knee, sliding on down. Take your moment to rotate the shoulder, and then maybe the arm lifts to the sky. Option to keep it here or extend that left arm up and gaze towards the hand. Again, remember to take the neck option that works best for you. You can be looking straight towards your screen or up to the sky. Reach away with that left hand rather than dropping down. Exhale, bend the elbow, bring the hand back to the hip and slide out. And we'll take this on the other side. Back of the hand, exhale, breath slides you down. Rotating to open up the shoulder here. And then maybe right arm reaches up. So imagine the left side of your waist pressing into the right side of your body, lifting that right hand up. As you exhale, bend the elbow, bringing the hand back to the hip and slide on out. Keep the feet right where they are. Bring the hands to heart center. And we'll take a nice twist here. Right elbow down to right thigh. Press into palms and rotate upward. Inhale to center and take this to the other side. Sorry about that phone. My husband was supposed to take care of that, and I guess he did not. Inhale to center. Hopefully he'll grab it now, and that will be over for us. Take your hands right back down to your thigh. Give me a moment here, and I'll get that phone off the hook. I apologize. Don't know how that happened. I had everything taken care of, you see, but your best laid plans. I hope you're smiling with me. Anyway, okay. So coming back to where we were, I'm going to take a moment to get back to my breath. So this continues in a beautiful, soft manner is where we were going. Okay, so let's turn our legs to the left, to the outside of your chair. And take the left hand to the back of the chair behind you. Inhale the right arm up and reach it forward first. Now take that length with you across the body and bring that right hand to the back of your chair. I'm going to flip this way for a moment so you can see me. Both hands are on the back of your chair, enabling you to twist more deeply to your left. And then inhale the arm back up, exhale to lower. And let's take this twist around to the other side. So carefully shuffle the legs, zigzag your way to your right. And then lift that left arm to the sky and take it to the top of the chair behind you. Use your connection of hands and twist to your right shoulder. Inhale the left arm up, exhale to lower. And then come back to the front. This time I'm going to take one leg around to the left. So take that left leg and bring it around the side of your chair. And let the right leg come alongside the chair. So find your foundation here again. If the knee needs to be forward, that's okay. But if you can drop the knee down towards the earth and wiggle that foot behind you, flex the toes here. Take the back arm and make sure it's planted on the chair behind you. And then press into the heel here. Let the foot flex and the arch of the foot stretch. And release. Press it back again as though it were coming down to the floor. And release. And one more time. And release. And this time lift that right arm to the sky. And as you exhale, come forward with a flat back. So reach the fingertips towards the wall that's in front of you or a chair, whatever is out from your right stretched arm. And then inhale, rise up. And then take a slight back bend here. Nothing too grand, just feeling the spine moving in different directions. Inhaling up. And then we're going to take this again, moving at your own pace. So coming to that long spine forward first. Inhale, reaching you up. And then taking your back bend. And quietly moving through this one more time. And once the arm is lifted finally, lower it down and zigzag your way to the other side. And notice in that quiet space, when I'm not speaking and you're moving, how important the breath becomes. And that silence is a place for us to remember to find, just for ourselves. Left hand is on the back of your chair. We're going to push into the foot again with that exhale breath. And release. Pressing back again, and release, and one more time, pressing the foot away, and release. Then lift that arm up, and as you exhale, hollow out the belly and really reach from the bottom of your spine all the way out through your fingers. Inhale your way to center. Exhale, finding your back bend. Inhale up. And here's your 2 more times working with your breath, maybe hearing the sound of it. I like to call this my flowing meditation. And taking one more round. And then slowly lowering that hand back down. And coming around to the front once more. And give a moment to just windshield wiper the knees left and right. You can separate the legs a little and take a deeper one, maybe staying for a moment rather than moving them rapidly. See what feels right for you today. And then coming back to center, again, sitting more towards the edge of your chair, but with the hips firmly planted. Keep the right knee bent and extend the left leg. Now my foot's not that visible. I can lift it to show you. We're going to point and flex and point and flex. Keep your heel on the floor. Mine was just lifted for a moment to give you the visual there because I might not be showing my foot, but we're just flexing and pointing. And then just windshield wiper it left and right as well, so the thigh is rotating. Come back to center. Inhale your arms up. Press into that right foot, the sole of the foot that's on the earth. And as you exhale, come forward with a flat back. So reach, 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 reach in front of you. Keep the spine long. Inhale to come up. We'll ease our way into the pose a little bit more deeply. This time, perhaps you come more towards the floor, so the fingertips are facing downward. Inhale up. And on your next final round, we'll allow the torso to come down closer to the thigh, and perhaps the hands come down to the direction of the foot. And then inhale to come up. Exhale, release. Slide the leg in and lift the knee off the floor, the foot off the floor by bending the knee. Take hold around the shin and draw the knee closer to you. Lift up here. I'm just going to stretch out. I got a little muscle cramp there. Lift up here. Nice, long, tall seat. Now we're going to take the left hand onto the knee. Take the right hand back to your thigh. Open the knee to your left, and then open the right arm here. So a little seated balance challenge. You can always keep that foot on the floor if the balance or the lift of the knee is too intense. Bring the hand back, bring the knee to center. Take the right hand to the shin and open up the left arm. Hand comes back to center, and then take your little hassock interlacing beneath the thigh and extend the leg. And we'll flex and point once again. Then bring the knee in and lower the foot down. Take a moment, pedal out the feet here. You can give it a few little slaps, do whatever you need to release any tension. And then starting again with foundation, sit tall, pressing into that left foot, lift the right leg. Bring the knee in, wrap the hands, you can interlace the fingers around the shin, lift up really nice and tall here. And I know we didn't do those extended legs, we'll do that next. So keeping the right hand on the knee, open the leg to the side and extend the left arm. Come back to center, take the left hand to the shin, open up the right arm. Come back to center and make your little interlaced fingers hassock or hammock underneath. Extend the leg out and do your flex and point. Bring the knee back in and lower it down. Let's slide that leg long. Readjust your seat. Lift the arms up and start to come forward with that flat back. We're just going to move into a long extended flat back spine first. Inhale, make your way back up. Exhale, come a little bit more deeper into this so that maybe your fingertips start to come down towards the floor. Inhale, use the core to draw you back up. And on your next exhale, come into what feels right for you today. If you need a little extra support, bring your hands down to your shin. Give yourself the luxury of knowing what you need. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. And we'll do that same flex and point with the right leg now. So flexing and pointing, heel stays on the floor. Flex and point. One more time. And then that windshield wiper movement, so the thigh rotates as well. And slide the foot in. Take the right ankle and place it on top of the left thigh. Now, if this is too intense, cross at your ankles. You still have the same shape and the same movement in the hip. One is just another choice, so take the choice that suits your needs. Once the leg is crossed, or even before crossing, you can draw that bottom foot in a little. It lowers the thigh here and creates a little bit more space. Take your right hand, gently open up the hip flexor. Just a gentle pressure, nothing too intense. Just giving yourself a little bit more space. And then inhale the arms up. And like we did with an extended leg, we're going to come forward for a figure four. So reach towards the screen or the front of your room. Keep pressing into the tailbone here and stretch the arms away. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, release the hands. Take hold underneath the foot and the knee. Just lift the leg and give it a little bit of a cradle rock left and right. Now slide that leg over in a cross-legged position. Again, too intense, cross at the ankles. So find your position, extend the arms out into a T, and take the right arm under the left. Coming into eagle arms where the backs of the hands touch, or genie. See what works for you. As you inhale, lift the arms to the sky, taking a back bend, gazing up. And as you exhale, round the back, flexing the spine, bring the elbows in. We'll take this 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more round. Inhale to center, neutral. Make sure the elbows are coming out right in front of your shoulders here. And take an exhale, twisting to your right. Inhale, make your way to center, and exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Extend the arms, slowly unwind them, flip the palms to the back of the room, and press the hands away, open up your chest. Bring the palms to touch once more at heart center, and take that left elbow over to the right thigh. If that's too intense, just keep the seat, your chest lifted, and just take that twist. Otherwise, connect the elbow down with the thigh, press into hands, and rotate to the right shoulder. We'll take 3 full breaths here. Come back to the sound of your breath. Feel your rib cage fill. Come back to that abdominal breathing, making sure that the breath can do what it needs to do to support you. Inhale back to center, release the hands down, and uncross the legs. Take a moment, pedal out the feet here. And we're going to take now the left ankle over the right thigh, so you can slide the foot back in, cross at the ankles, or help the leg up. Take the left hand, do your gentle opening here, and just create a little bit more space. You can even do that energetically without the hand, just pressing the knee down. Inhale, arms to sky, and exhale, flat back, tailbone stays on the chair, arms reach forward, shoulders come away from the rib cage while the hands reach out. Use your core. Inhale, lift on up. Exhale the hands around, take under ankle and under knee, lift up, and do your little cradle rock left and right. Come back to center, and then slide the leg into that eagle pose. Again, at the thigh or at the calf or shin or ankle. Open the arms to a T, and we take the left arm under the right. If one side is different than the other and you find Genie is more comfortable for you, take what you need. Inhale, elbows lift up. Exhale, spine flexes as we come forward, bringing elbows to navel. Inhaling, gaze to the sky. Exhaling, coming down. And one more round. Exhale. Make your way back to neutral. Elbows are right in front of the shoulders here. And we'll take that gentle twist first to the left. Inhale to center. Twist to the right. Inhale to center and open the arms up again, extending them wide. Flip your palms to the back. Press the hands away. Lift the chest. Bring the hands back to heart center, and we'll take the right elbow down to the left thigh, or stay lifted and press the hands and still turn to the left. Your choice. Come back to that abdominal breathing. Hear the inhale and exhale of your breath. And then come back to center. Release the hands down, uncross the leg, and take a few pedaling out of your feet. A couple of windshield wipers. You can linger in one side or move them more quickly, whatever gives you the most release. We'll come to stand now. So this time walk the ankles behind the knees. So you have more of a Z figure than what we call a chair pose. So the feet step back slightly. That's going to give you the ability to come out of the chair. Two options here. Either hold on to your chair when we lift up, or take the palms and place them in the middle of your thigh. Take an inhale breath, and as you exhale, press into the feet and your palms and just start to lift the hips off the chair. So squeeze the inner thighs here. Slowly, carefully, bring yourself back down. Take a moment to relax, come back to your breath. We'll do that again, and after the hover, we're going to press into the feet to lift and rise up. Take your inhale breath. As you exhale, press into the thighs, start to lift up, and then come all the way up to stand. Inhale your arms to the skies, let the palms touch. Keep the hands that way for a moment and reach up to the sky. Interlace the fingers and let just the pointer fingers reach up. So the triceps are right against your ears here. Now take the arms a little bit forward as though you were pointing to that corner in the front of the room where the ceiling and the wall meet. So move away here, opening up the back of the body. And then inhale, rise them up so that the fingers are facing towards the sky. And then take that movement again. Exhale, bringing the fingers towards that corner there, like a 45-degree angle. Inhale to come up. Now release the interlaced fingers, but let the palms stay connected. Now take a side bend to the right. So bending to your right here, let that left hip shoot out. Find a nice C curve. Inhale, come to center, and take this to the left. Let the right hip shoot out here. Inhale to center. Exhale, release the hands down. We'll take a balance pose. So being on the back of your chair is a good place to be so that you have space here and also something to firmly be with for balance. So you should be in the back of your chair now. Extend that right leg so the toe is on the floor. I know you're not seeing my foot, but the toe is connected with the earth right now. That's my stability. Now pull up through the standing leg. So engage the quadricep here. Have a nice long line. Lift your left arm. Lift your right arm. Here's your balance. Stay right here. This is our star pose. Lower the left hand, lower the right hand, and sweep the leg in. Let's take this to the other side. So the left foot comes out, the toes on the floor, that's your balance. And immediately my hips start shifting. Draw that back in, straighten the standing leg, and then lift the right arm and lift the left arm. Here is your star. And in yoga, we always say to find the place that's not moving, something soft and subtle to look at. And that's your balance, your dristi. Bring the left hand in, bring the right hand in, and slide the foot in. Adding on here for more of a balance challenge, option to take that exact pose that we did. You're still working on lifting through the center and finding your balance. Otherwise, we'll be lifting the foot. So extend that right leg first. Keep the toe on the floor here. Pull up through the standing leg. Engage the core. Feel the muscles draw in. Left arm comes up. Right arm comes up. And maybe you shift the weight into the standing leg and the toe comes off the floor. Very gently, just a slight movement. You can always tap it back down. Then lower the foot, bring the right hand, the left hand, and slide the leg in. Take a moment here, pedal out the feet, make a few hip circles. Challenging. It's always good to practice balance. When we fall out, we learn how to come back in. And that's the best way to learn. So extend the left foot. Again, keep the toes connected with the mat. Right arm comes up, left arm comes up. And again, that grounding standing leg is where your balance is. And then option here to side lift that left leg up. Pull up through the center of your body and find that place to look that's not moving. Lower the toe back down. Bring the hands in and slide the foot. And then shake that out. Let go of whatever did or did not happen. Come back to that abdominal breath, breathing in fully, deeply, and completely, and exhaling it all away. Now, staying at the back of your chair, I'm going to turn mine around so that I have more room and that you can see me better. Step away from your chair, your torso's length. You'll be able to adjust as we come into the pose. So the hands are going to come to the back of the chair. And I want my arms long, so I see that I need to step back a little bit more. And you might need to as well. So imagine that somebody had a belt around your thighs and was pulling them behind you. Now, elongate the arms, bring the head down between the arms, and gaze to the floor. So imagine that strap being pulled around your thighs, pulling you towards the wall behind you, while the arms are long in front of you. Relax the cervical spine, keep one long length here. Now press into the hands to start to rise up and step the feet in closer to the chair now. So bring both feet in, about hip width apart. Step the left foot back, just a short, wide stance, so both legs can remain straight here. Come on down to your forearms. Let the right hip press back, and the left hip press forward. So you want the hips to stay equal here. Be careful of shifting in one direction or another, and both legs are staying straight. So we have a nice long spine, and both legs are straight. This is our pyramid pose. Take both hands in and step that left foot forward. And then take the other leg back. So if you did the right leg first or the left leg, it doesn't matter as long as both legs and both hips work here. So coming down to your forearms, and find that slight adjustment of the hips. The leg that is forward tends to go forward. So imagine pushing that hip back and the other hip slightly forward so they equal, side by side, stacked. And you gaze down at the seat of your chair and just continue to breathe. And then bring the hands back to the seat, the back of the chair, lift on up and step the leg forward. Shake that out. I'm going to face the seat of our chair. Now for you to be able to still see me, you can make whatever adjustment is necessary, or you can listen to my cueing, whatever works for you. You'll be standing close to the seat of the chair here, and bring your palms, both of them, down to the chair. If you need to slightly bend your knees, feel free to do so. Now both hands are right below the heart. Bend the right knee and keep the right hand on your chair. Lift the left arm up. So the knee that's bending, that hand stays on the chair and the opposite arm rises up. Exhale to lower. Straighten the legs once again, recenter yourself. Then bend that left knee, keep the left hand there, take the right arm up. Exhale to lower. And you're going to take this one more time at your own pace, starting with the legs straight, then bending one knee, keeping that same hand on the chair, and lifting the opposite arm, sweeping it towards the sky. Exhale to lower, and then take it to the other side. Bending the other knee, keeping that same hand on the seat of the chair while the opposite arm rises. Exhale to lower. Now straighten both legs. Take the hands onto fingertips to lift up through the back. Take the hands to the hips, bend the knees, and rise up. And come around to the back of your chair. It's always your option to either turn the chair or move around, depending on your individual space. And we'll start facing the back of the chair again, with the feet hip width apart. Keep the right hand on the back of the chair and open up the left leg, or whatever leg faces me. You want to see where we're going with this. So that back foot is lined up with the edge of your mat. It's parallel. The right toes are facing the back of the chair. Bend deeply into that knee, but be careful the knee doesn't go too far forward. You want to keep it pretty much above your ankle. Take the right hand on the back of the chair. Inhale, lift the left arm to the sky. And then as you exhale, bring the arm over the ear. Now I'm going to take a big circle here to open up the shoulder even more. So drop that hand down to the earth, sweep it into a circle, lift it up, and this time allow it to reach away. So as the fingertips reach away, that back foot presses into the mat here. Find your balance. And then take the arm, bring it alongside you. Rotate the thumb up and the palm to face the screen. And then press into the front foot to come up. Turn both feet to face the front, and then draw the heels in so the feet are at a 45-degree angle. Take your hand to your hip, and as you exhale, bend the knees open into goddess pose. Now, option to stay here for 2 breaths, or if you'd like to take a balance challenge, bring the hands up, then press into the feet to rise up, hands come down. We'll take this to the other side, so step forward to the back of your chair. I'll turn this around this way. And open that opposite leg to the 45-degree angle. So step back as wide as is comfortable so that you can bend into the front knee, keeping the knee above the ankle here. Same thing as we took before. Take that arm out behind you and then sweep the arm over the ear towards the back of your chair. Let's get a bigger opening here. Drop the hand down, make that big circle. Reach it up first, find your length here, and then exhale, draw it over the ear. Press into that back foot and reach away with your fingers. Now take that arm alongside your side body. Thumb comes up, palm faces the screen. Beautiful. And then press into the feet to rise on up. Take your hand to your hip again. And turn the toes to face forward. Then bring the heels in so that the feet are at that 45-degree angle again. We'll take our goddess pose, bending the knees once again. Option to stay here or lifting the arms for your balance. Take another breath. Then press into the feet to rise up or release the hands down. And toe heel the feet in and come around to the front of your chair. We'll take one more standing pose. So start by centering yourself at the seat of the chair. And then step that right leg open. Turn the left toes to face the side or the other edge of your mat here. So the back toes are facing towards the screen. The other toes are turned out. Take your arms into a T. And then let the left hip reach backward. Right fingers come forward and bring them down, tented to the seat of your chair. If your palm comes down, feel free to drop into that. If not, keep the fingers tented. Reach that right arm up to the sky, and maybe you gaze up towards your hand. So use the seat connection in the hand to reach upward rather than fall downward into triangle pose. Breathe into the rib cage, into the back body here. And then press into the feet, make your way back to a T. Draw the hands to the hips. And then step the feet back to the center of your seat. I'm going to take that right leg, finding triangle on the other side. So this time the left toes turn to face the short edge of your mat. The right toes are staying facing the front, arms come to a T. We're going to send that right hip to the back there and the left fingertips reach out and make your way into triangle. So shoulder above shoulder, pads of the fingers on the chair, reaching up with the left arm. And then pressing into the feet, make your way back into that T. Take your hands to your hips, turn the toes forward, and then step the feet together. Beautiful. Let's take a nice deep inhale breath. Gaze up this time. And as you exhale, bring the hands back to heart center. Take another deep, full breath like that. Fill up the rib cage, gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And then carefully, gently make your way back into the chair. Sit yourself back comfortably. Feel the foundation of the feet below. Take your hands to your heart once again. Take an inhale breath through your nose. Sigh it out the mouth, slow, long, and deep. Take another breath just like that. Inhale through the nose. Sigh it out the mouth, let it all go. And then bring your hands down to your thighs. Let's flip the palms upward. Curl the fingers in, just gently, nothing too tight. Just feel the fingers come in to the palms. And then very slowly unroll them to just a natural curl here. Soften the shoulders, close the eyes, and let the weight of the body sink into the chair. Feel the support of the back behind you. No need for anything to be actively working here. Let gravity be your friend as you drop into the support of the foundation beneath the feet and the seat of the chair. Let's start by relaxing the toes into the earth. Let the balls of the feet and the heels of the feet soften. No gripping or tightness. And feel that softening spreading up the shins and the calves, making their way to your knees, softening the back of the legs and the thighs, letting the hips melt and the sits bones soften. The warmth begins to travel up the spine and the back body, into the back ribs and the shoulders. The biceps relax, the forearms and fingers. The neck is long but soft. The skull sits softly on the neck, and any tension in the face releases. Hear the sound of your own breath like a wave, the constant in and out, the filling with air and releasing. And very gently bring your palms to heart center. Keep your eyes closed for just another moment here. There are days I drop words of comfort on myself, like falling leaves, and remember that it is enough to be taken care of by myself. May sun shine down upon you, may love fill your heart, and may your inner light guide you on your way. As always, your practice is a gift. Thank you for sharing it with me and taking the time to nurture that which is you. Namaste.